Hello guys, what's going on? How is everyone doing? Please sit back, relax, grab something to drink. I'm drinking some whiskey right now. Actually, I'm lying, it's just water. I'm just drinking water right now. But go ahead, grab something. Let's chat and drink. Drink and chat. Today I'll be talking about motivation and what is motivation and how we get motivated and what's the issue with motivation and what does it mean to be motivated. Well, let's start. Have you ever said this? Man, I lack motivation. I don't want to do anything. I just want to stay in and chill, relax, watch TV, and relax a little bit more, and again a little bit chill and relax, right? And after you say that, actually, whenever I say that too, and then I'm like, wait, why do I feel lazy? Why am I unmotivated? Why don't I want to do anything? And then I'm thinking, it's like, wait, am I depressed? It's like, no, I'm not depressed. So then what is it? Why sometimes are we unmotivated to do some stuff? And the funny part is that we feel unmotivated to the things that we actually want to do. One example is me and my YouTube. Like, I want to do YouTube videos, but sometimes, I'm sorry you guys, I'm sorry. Sometimes I feel unmotivated, even though that's something I really want to do. And so where does that come from? I don't have the answers, but I did some research and I came up with some answers. Well, I didn't come up, I learned some answers. Let's go in, let's see. First of all, when we say motivation, what's the definition of motivation and what do we mean? Here are the two definitions that I found. There are more, but we're gonna stick to two right now. Definition number one. Motivation is a driving factor for action, willingness, and goals. The second definition is the essence of motivation is energized and persistent goal-directed behavior. When we are motivated, we move and take action. As everyone knows, motivation comes and goes. Sometimes I'm very excited. I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, I can do this. I'm excited. And lasts for, maybe a couple of days. And other times it lasts only for 10 seconds. I'm like, yeah, I got this. And yeah, let me go out. I want to party. And it's gone. Now another question is this one. How can we become and stay motivated? And then that brings us to another parallel question. Can we really rely on only motivation to accomplish our goals? Well, let's take a look. And the answer is no, we cannot rely on motivation. That's why I came up with these 5 tips. Actually, I did not come up, sorry. I found those 5 tips. And let's take a look and see what are those 5 tips. Tip number 1 is a schedule. Yes, I heard some people say, no, fuck, I hate schedule. Yes, you might be right to some extent, but for example, let's take me. Should I wait to get motivated in order to start writing my script? Like sit back and until I get motivated? Or do I actually need to have a schedule? Say, hey, from 5:30, I'll spend 20 minutes maybe to write a schedule. Oh my god, write a schedule, to write a script. Same with the gym. I'm not gonna wait till I get motivated to go to the gym. I have a schedule and I go to the gym. So that needs to be applied for our goals, especially. Let me be more precise. Let me give you the benefits of the schedule, which I actually learned myself. Establishes a routine. When you create and stick to a schedule, you're establishing a routine. As a result, you have more structure and discipline in your life. It preserves your most valuable resource. Time. It's without a doubt your most valuable resource. After all, once it's gone, it can never come back. You will, however, spend less time making decisions, planning, and preparing. It also encourages you to stop wasting time on unproductive activities, like getting sucked into social media. Feel more accomplished. Is there anything better than feeling accomplished? Personally, I don't think so. When you think that you have a productive and meaningful day, you feel good about yourself. In turn, this will encourage and motivate you to replicate this feeling. Minimizes distractions. Wherever you are, whether it's home, office, it reduces the distractions and makes you more motivated. I have noticed that myself as well. At home though. I don't make YouTube at work. Tip number 2, Kaizen. Oh, what's a Kaizen? You don't know? Well, I'll be honest, I didn't know either. Initially, I wanted to spend an hour a day to write my script. And I failed miserably. I failed really bad. And some of you might say, no, I don't have an hour a day to spend. That's a lot of time. And yes, you are right. We are right. There's many excuses and some of them are legit. So after I did more research, I came, with this word Kaizen. It's a Japanese word and this is what it means. The 1-minute principle is a Kaizen technique. that can help you develop the habits that will lead you to your ideal life. The principle is based on Imai's belief that consistency leads to results. In this technique, you commit to a task for 1 minute every day, step at a time. You will move on the path of self-perfection and achieve great results. So in simple terms, it means just 1 minute. Spend 1 minute a day on your goal that you want. Whatever your goal is, whatever my goal is, 1 minute a day, that's all. Read a book, 1 minute. Do a drawing, 1 minute. Practice guitar, 1 minute. Have a sip of water, 1 minute. Actually, not 1 minute, that's not a good example, but you get the point. I started it and it does work, I would say, because I go to sit and I'm like, okay, I'll do only 1 minute, and I actually do more. I do 5 minutes, 10 minutes, it's better than nothing. So this is a very good way to create a habit. So then you don't wait for motivation and I don't wait for motivation. Try it, let me know what you think. Tip number 3, which is define your goal. We lack motivation in what exactly? Mine was making videos consistently, meaning writing the script, taking the pictures, recording everything. If we don't have a specific goal, we aim aimlessly into pleasures. Porn, games, drugs, drinking, TV, sleeping. We overindulge. Let me get one thing straight. The previous examples are not bad. They only become bad when, like I said before, we overindulge and we do nothing else than watching TV, playing games, and we are zero productive, or we do zero productivity. I bet that many of us have heard vague statements. One vague statement that I hear all the time, I used to say that too, is, oh, you know, I want to be rich, I want to get money, I want to be rich, yeah, whoa. And when I ask people, hey, you know, great, that's a good goal, what are you doing to get rich? Oh, nothing, just watching TV, but I want to get rich. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't think that's how it works. You know, you need to have a plan, some kind of plan, like a vague plan saying about stocks or selling, or the most precise and the better definition we have for our goal, the better. For example, me. What's better? Should I say, hey, you know, one day in my life I want to start making YouTube videos? Or is it better to say, hey, you know, I want to start making weekly videos by the end of this month? Because this thing is also psychologically, when we have time frames, we kind of think of it more. But when we are very vague, one time in my life, it's like, fuck off, that can be like next year. I mean, there's nothing rushing me to do videos. Let me tell you a secret though, Even though I did say I want to make weekly videos, if you see my history, I'm not really good, sorry. Yeah. Next tip. Let me add one more thing to this tip. The goals. We need to have about 3 to 5 goals, no more, because then we overextend ourselves and we lose track. You follow me? I follow me, I think. Tip number 5. Listening to an inspiring story or to a motivational speaker. Listening to a motivational story is amazing, it's great, it's inspiring. The same with motivational speakers. They inspire us to believe in ourselves that, you know, yes, you can do it, you're the best, and yeah, we get excited. Now, there is a small catch with that. We soon be hooked on those. Because I know people that have been listening, you know, reading books, listening to their lectures for years, and they accomplish nothing. I get, I get upset right now. Because they listen to them for years, but okay, well, what's the point? I mean, how did you go closer to your goal? Did you even touch your goal? Did you even work on your goal? It's better to read, you know, one book on motivation, and then after that on the goal that we want to accomplish. Because in other words, those things have become, inspirational stories have become an addiction, and that's all. Honestly, you want the honest truth? I even fell in this trap. Sorry. I even felt like for a few months I was listening to all those Tony Robbins, Brian Tracy, I was listening to, who else was it? Gary V, right? And they tell you, yes, you can do it, you're the best. And, you know, I felt good. I'm like, yeah, I can do this, yeah, I can be a $1 trillion guy. Whoa, right? And in those 3 months, I didn't even touch YouTube, nothing. I didn't even learn about audio. I didn't even learn anything about script or where to have the camera, nothing. I was just listening about stories of how people became successful and how I can become successful on whatever I want. And yeah, actually, do you see how much passion I have on this subject? Yeah. Let me play you some.
In people's lives, There's only maybe a half dozen, 7, 8 categories that really matter. Most people, they major in minor things. They focus on stuff that doesn't matter. They know more about this celebrity going in and out of rehab than they do about their own personal development. But I look at and say, if you look at your body, without that, everything else is out the door. You don't want to be richest man in the graveyard. That's not going to do it. If there is energy, if there's vitality, if there's strength, it's going to show up in your relationship. It's going to show up in your business, show up in your life. That's an area you got to master. You can't dabble. It's too important. Emotions are everything. I mean, you got a ton of money, you got everybody loves you, and your primary emotions are pissed off and frustrated, then your life's pissed off and frustrated. It doesn't matter if you got $1 billion or 1 million people loving you, your life is not great. Relationships, intimate relationships especially. It's where the most juice in life comes from. It's where the most pain comes from most people. It's worth mastering instead of dabbling.
There's so many people that are talking shit about how big of an entrepreneur they're gonna be and how much they're gonna achieve, and they don't work on weekends. I worked every Saturday of my 20s. And I talk to 20-year-old entrepreneurs every single day. Lately, I've been saying to them, this Saturday, you're gonna have more time off than I've had in my entire 20s on a Saturday. So before you tell me how you're gonna be bigger than me, start thinking about what you're actually doing. I can get you to start the process of genuinely being able to handle judgment because you finally are exhausted of living your life based on other people's opinions, including Stranger Pants 96 and your mom. Those two extremes.
Now do you see how addictive they are? You can be listening that to all day long. Also, Reddit actually has some good motivational stuff too, a subreddit. Here, let me give you the link. Let's take a look of some. So let me reiterate this video. I think that's the word I have to put, right? Let me give the sum of this video, which is, we need to make a schedule. The schedule needs to be about 1 minute every day because of the Kaizen. Then we need to have a specific goal as to what we want to accomplish or learn. Then we need to believe in ourselves that we can do it. And we have to do small steps. That's about it. Anyway, thank you so much for stopping by. If there is any questions, tips, comments, whatever the case may be, let me know. Have a sip of water or whatever you're drinking. Relax and enjoy. If you like this video, prove it by following your passion and start doing that 1 minute thing, the Kaizen thing. Arrivederci. Have a good day.